Hello everyone, welcome to soundproofguide.com. Now in this video, I'll be talking about how to make a baby's room a lot more comfortable so the baby can sleep through the night. Now there's a lot of information online about how to make your baby sleep better through the night, but they never really talk about the environment in which the baby is in all night. And it's not only to soundproof the nursery, but it is also to just make it sound a lot better. And there's a lot of tips on how to do that and how to do it on a budget. So basically the first thing that you'd want to do is to have enough furniture in the room to get rid of the echo. Because as you know, usually a nursery, it's just a small room, not much on the wall. It's usually a brand new room. You're going to have echo because there's too many flat surfaces. And when the baby is crying their lungs out, that echo, the sound of them crying in their ears is just going to be amplified. So it's not going to be very pleasant for them. It'll aggravate them a lot more. I know this, I have kids. And to make a baby's room a lot more quieter in that sense would be to get rid of the echo. So the first thing to do to get rid of the echo is, of course, to put a nice rug on the floor if you have hardwood floor, which hardwood floor is a flat surface. And also if you don't really have that much on the wall, if you don't really know what to put on the wall, one good thing to put on the wall is acoustic panels. You can make some yourself. I made this one that looks pretty professional a few videos ago. Right there's the link, and you don't really need that much expertise on how to, basically you just make a picture frame. It's quite simple. But the nice thing is you can buy different types of fabric, different colors of fabrics, and you can also, if you're good at making frames and you're comfortable enough to make shapes, then you can make different shapes, different sizes of acoustic panels, and you can make it look really good on the wall and not make it look like a movie theater room. So that's one thing to do to eliminate a lot of the flat surface on the wall. Now, if you don't want to get too technical and you don't really want to have a DIY project on acoustic panels, if you don't really have anything on the wall, you could buy something just like a moving blanket just to hang on the wall, maybe only at night. So if the baby starts to cry, it's not that much of a big echo. The only thing is, you have to almost buy something with grommets so you can hang it on the wall. Now, a lot of people do this if they are doing voiceovers or making a podcast and they don't really have the money to buy acoustic panels or acoustic foams. You can just hang blankets on the wall. It's not to soundproof a wall. It's just to, again, deaden the sound inside the room to make the room sound better. Another thing that really helps is the furniture in the room. Nice, big, plush furniture is going to absorb sound better than, let's say, a wooden rocking chair. That's something to think about. Also, you can look at the ceilings. They have types of acoustic panels for the ceiling. They're called, some places they're called acoustic clouds. You can buy them, but they are a little bit more expensive. This would be more if you really have a big room or a room with very high ceilings that you really feel the echo. You can really hear the echo. And hanging one big acoustic cloud in the room can mitigate that by a lot more than you would think. That's another option. However, they are a little bit more on the expensive side, but it is something to consider. I'll have links in the description below of everything that I talk about in this video, just to make it easier for you to find what I'm talking about at the best price. Now, once you've made the room sound better, there are ways to easily just soundproof some parts of the room. So for a baby's room, you might want to look at soundproofing the door a little bit differently, because that also is a flat, hard surface that will make sound bounce. You can buy something that is called a acoustic door panel. Now, these door panels are not only good for acoustics in the room, it is also good to actually soundproof the room. Link right up here for one of these door panels. I did a sound test with a decibel meter, and it was actually pretty surprising at how much sound it actually stopped. And what's nice with these door panels, they will absorb a little bit of the sound better than nothing on the door. So that is another flat surface that you can kind of get rid of by buying one of these panels. Now these door panels are a little bit more expensive, around $500–600, but one good thing is that they are custom made to your door. So you just take the measurements, you load it on their site, and the site is trademark Soundproofing. I'll have a link in the description below of that door panel, and as I said, you can watch the video and see for yourself if it's something that interests you. Now if you're looking to soundproof a door, the video right up here, it shows you how to do it, and basically any interior door is going to follow the same types of procedures to soundproof it. So make sure to go view that video. But really, if there's not that much sound coming through the door, but there is a gap at the bottom, you should really consider adding a door sweep. For about $10, $15, you are eliminating that gap. That's something that a lot of people just don't think about. But that gap will let a lot of sound in. So even if you would have a solid core door instead of a hollow door, if you have that gap at the bottom of the door, it really doesn't matter because all of the sound is just going to go through. If you can see light basically around the door or at the bottom, then sound will easily go through. Now let's move on to the window. If there's a lot of noise coming through the window, if that's really a big reason why the baby is crying in the middle of the night because of traffic noise or maybe a train passes by, then you will really want to focus more heavy on the window. But the thing is, to really stop a lot of the noise, a lot of the times it's best just to replace the window. If you just have a single pane window and you replace it with a double or even a triple pane window, the difference is not even, it is a huge difference, because with a single pane window, you just have the window. Now a double pane window is basically just two windows with a gap in between with an inert gas. A triple pane window, well, you just add another window and add another gap. And the difference it makes is quite remarkable. Now, these windows are expensive and it'll cost you to have somebody to come place it. But the thing is, if it's only one window, if you're not changing every window in the house, then it is really something to consider and something to just go get a quote. Just call and find out, because you'll be surprised at how much noise is actually eliminated from if you just have a single or double or triple pane window. Now, a lot of the new houses has at least a double pane window, but a lot of the houses, older homes, cheaper built homes, single pane windows, and really there's a lot of noise that is coming through. Now you can go a step further and build a window plug. Now I'll make a video in a few weeks, so make sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified of this video, because I'm building, it's a window plug, but I've seen a few different window plugs on YouTube and they are really nice, but I'm basically going to catapult from those and add a few things just to make it better, because those are good, but I have a few ideas that will make it way better and stop a lot of the noise. Basically eliminate the window from even being there. You just plug it up and you have handles in the front, and when you want to take the plug out, you just take it out. So it's not something permanent, but it is something quite neat that you would want to maybe consider building, because it is a DIY project. And again, if you can build one of these, it's pretty simple to build a window plug. So it's just a little bit different process and a little bit of different materials. Now the walls. Well, if you want to soundproof the walls, this video right here will show you how to do that. There's just many ways on how to go about it. There's different ways on soundproofing an existing wall, or if it's a wall that you don't mind putting a sledgehammer through and taking the drywall out and actually doing something on the inside and building it out better, then obviously you should go watch that video. I'm not going to explain all that in this video because it's just repeating from other videos. But another thing that you should have in the baby's room is a white noise machine. That is something that is basically saved our sanity, because, well, really I have twins and one of them loves the white noise machine, the other one hates it. So really, I mean, it just depends on the kid. But what I used to use was just a regular white noise machine, but now what they use is an Echo, Amazon Echo, and you don't have to get that one. You can get the Google Nest, I believe it's called. Now all you need is a Wi-Fi connection, and you basically just plug it in and you can play white noise. You just say, play some white noise, and white noise. But what's nice with this, you can ask the device questions, it'll answer you, and if you just want to play music, it'll do that also. My kids have it now, and sometimes I have to go in and shut it down because they have a little bit too much fun with it. But what's nice with a baby, you can just play white noise, or just different, if you want to make it rain, you just play rain noise. And it works. Video right up here, it explains a lot more about those devices, and yeah. Hopefully your baby sleeps a little bit better. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, comment. Now all of these things, I love reading your comments and answering some of the questions, and it also gives me ideas for future videos. If you have ideas of things that I could talk about in future videos, please leave a comment. But also what it does, it gives a signal to YouTube that my content is worth promoting. So if you decide to do that, only takes a second. I really appreciate it. If you don't, I still love you for staying till the end of the video. I mean, if you're still here, thank you.